happened. Sam Cooke attempted to sing with the Soul Stirrers again, and he was not quite as accepted because they felt he'd backslid. Aretha Franklin, however, is unusual because Aretha has made 2 extremely successful gospel recordings since she's been a soul singer, and gospel musicians and music people love her just as much, so they've kind of forgiven her.
Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me, oh, and let me stay.
The question that was raised when gospel was performed first at the Newport Jazz Festival was whether this was an appropriate context for gospel music, given the fact that it was secular and that jazz had always carried the stigma of immorality in various dimensions with it. But the answer to the question was that one should reach out for the sinners. One should reach out to new converts, and that this was one way of achieving that.
Friends, that's the way we would like for you to enjoy this service this afternoon, just like you're doing. We'd like you to know that you can clap your hands, and if you want to holler at the girls, you do that. Religion and jazz. That's what we're representing, religion this afternoon. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, glory, hallelujah, Lord, I want to be in that number. Ooh, when the saints go marching. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Glory, hallelujah, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching. Oh, when the saints.
After the war, after World War II, you have dozens of independent record companies coming to the fore. You have dozens of local grassroots radio stations coming to the fore, and they give this music a good hearing. And as a result of this, what happens is it becomes possible for many of the performers of gospel music to make a living at it.
It was rough, okay? It was rough because it was in the late 50s and the early 60s. There were certain places that we could not go into to eat or drink. We could not stay in certain hotels. Places like the Holiday Inn, the Hiltons, oh, no, we had to stay in. A lot of them were just like sleaze bag places. I speak from experience. I know what it is to be out there singing, get to a city, can't find a decent place to sleep because I'm trying to carry this gospel of Jesus Christ. I've known times when I've gotten there, the lights went out on, we couldn't find the promoter. I've been to times in my ministry when, while I was singing, the promoter skipped with the money, and I'm out there with all of my group members looking to me for a living with a big bus and all of that. We know all about that. But in spite of all of that, Gospel music is big business, and it's big enough that our young people need not look toward R&B or anything else. Gospel music can take care of anybody.
If you hear a preacher like Shirley Caesar testify, she is always bringing matters home. She's always talking about the problems of her audience, their inability to meet bills, the danger of crime and drugs in the street, the problem of AIDS in the community. And I've also described gospel as kind of a cosmic blues because it's the only form that deals with some of the more gloomy and melancholy experiences.
Every color, let every man know, Lord, let them know that it is a sin to hate his brother because of the color of his skin. And then while you're talking to him, don't forget to tell him this: what you do, God. Our hands do anything wrong.
Particularly in the compositions of Reverend Brewster. Brewster was more alert to the political implications of gospel than any other composer. When he wrote Move On Up Little Higher, which was the great hit for Mahalia, or Surely God Is Able, which was the great hit for Marion Williams and the Ward Singers, he meant these songs to be political metaphors. He was encouraging his parishioners, he was encouraging the people who followed the music to go out into the world politically. He was always politically engaged, and his church services were integrated as early as the late 1940s. In fact, Elvis Presley was one of many white Memphians who would attend his church. Mahalia Jackson was very friendly with Martin Luther King. She helped bring King to Chicago in the early 60s, and at the Great March on Washington, Mahalia sang Reverend Brewster's testimony, My Soul Looks Back and Wonder How I Got Over, and next to King's I Had a Dream, it was the most transcendent moment of the march. It was a time when all the political implications of gospel were made manifest.
Come around me, hold on.